Ah, okay. There's at least one viewer here. So if you're watching live, can you go over on the side of the chat room and let me know you're there? I think I can hear somebody too. Or respond to the Facebook conversation. Let me know it's there also. Let me know you're there also. Okay, we've got a couple of viewers come here, so people are starting to come in. It's about 5:32, so I'm going to wait for a couple more people to come in before we start getting the QA portion. And if you want to send me a question, either send me a question over on Facebook or over in the chat. If you're on YouTube, you should be able to post a comment in there, and I can answer it there. Got 3 viewers in there now, and we are going to record this. So I'm looking on Facebook for the links and on YouTube for any questions and in the Google Plus Hangout for any questions also. So shoot them all to me there. And I will jump on them, people. For those of you that are watching, what you're seeing behind me really is the San Diego Bay area. If you can see that over there. Okay. And then right over here is the Grand Hyatt. There's a friend of mine named Allison Clark and Jared Meyer. And we are in between sessions right now. We have a formal dinner coming up here shortly. And then what? Oh, and then we have a break and then the formal dinner coming up. But this is the in-between time where I do a live Google Hangout for you guys to give you an idea of what happened here and give you some tips from the conference and why you might want to consider coming next year. Good deal, D. Okay, at least one person can hear me good. We've got some viewers live, so I'm going to get started because I value your time, but I also value my time. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Patrick Allmond. I run the Speaker Online Marketing Group on Facebook, where I hand out tips, tricks, online marketing information, online video information, membership information, all that cool stuff about the online world, specifically to help speakers, but the information that I put out also helps thought leaders, bloggers, all kinds of other people. And what I thought I would do is do kind of an end-of-day, last-day recap here at the NSA conference. And interestingly enough, though, is it's not even NSA anymore. Several hours ago, we just went through a rebranding on stage, and now we are called Platform, Platform. So the National Speakers Association has been renamed to Platform, and I think it was a smart move, personally, because as thought leaders, as people who get on stage, as entertainers, as you know, Dean, as people who have online video blogs, as people who have micro blogs, as social media experts, we do so much more than speaking nowadays. And that term National Speakers Association has been around since the inception of the organization, and the organization has known about this. They've learned and adapted. There's been people like me who talk a lot about online marketing and who realize that building a thought leader business is a lot more than just speaking. It's speaking and blogging and online video and selling products, and membership sites, and all these things. So there's some mixed feelings here in the audience and from some of the older members about the rebranding. Let me know your thoughts on it, either in the Facebook comments or in the Google Plus comments or on the YouTube comments. I personally think I'm pretty happy with it. Like all people, I'm a little bit resistant to change. I haven't been a member of an organization that long compared to some people, but hey, I'm resistant to change, and it is what it is. It's just what it is. But I like it. I'm looking forward to it. They've already got 4 conferences planned next year, and hopefully those of you who are watching that can make it to 1, 2, or 3 of them. Okay? Real quick, I'm going to hop over here and check for any questions or any comments about the stream. Okay, thanks, Dean. I see there's a little bit of a delay there with the time. So if I had Brandy Sweeney here, who is the Google Hangout Queen, she could help me with that. But alas, she is someplace on the road between San Diego and LA. Let's get going. There were several great sessions here. This is my 3rd year coming to the NSA conference. Last year was in Philadelphia. Next year will be in DC. This year, like I said before, is in lovely San Diego, and we're looking off the whole coast of San Diego there. Where is it? There it is, right there. Way across there someplace, there's the aircraft carrier, and right over there is the USS Midway off in the distance. So we are wrapping up the last day. Went to several great sessions. I'm going to honestly say probably the best one I went to was one from a lady named Lori Guest, Laurigust. I've been hopping in between sessions. Went to a session on publishing, kind of stepped out of that one. Hopped over to Lori's session because it was on my calendar to attend with all the other ones. And the first thing I noticed, and one of the things that tells you it's a good session, is you walked in and it was standing room only. There were people lined up along the sides, along the back, sitting on the floor, and every single chair was full. And what Lori did is Lori talked about just specific marketing tips. Hold on for a second. I think there's I don't know if you can see that or not, there's a Navy helicopter passing right back over there. There's a Navy base on the other side of San Diego Bay, and so those helicopters are always going back and forth by there. So, how dare the U.S. military interfere with my Google Hangout for their training exercises, but be that as it may. Who knows, maybe that's the other NSA. Anyways, check out Lori Guest's website, Guest Encounters, and let me see if I can find her website for you and give that to you real quick. But I got a bunch of handouts from her, and she just talked about a bunch of really great stuff. One of the other things I learned here, let's see, Lori Guest, her website is solutionsarebrewing.com. I'm going to put that over in the Facebook area. Solutionsarebrewing.com. Great speaker, packed full of content. She gave some great handouts. I'll ask her if I can get those to you. Those of you that are participating in the Hangouts. I don't have the link in front of me. It's in over in my Evernote area as to what she handed out, but that was really good. Let me see what else was good. Oh, I found out that this year was our best year for attendance at the NSA conference. I don't remember the exact numbers again, but we're high on membership numbers, high on numbers attending a conference. It's only going to get better. There's 3 or 4 more conferences coming up this coming year. There's one, a winter conference, which I'm not quite sure where that is. There's a conference specifically for CSPs, which are certified speaking professionals. There's a conference in Las Vegas, and then there is one more conference in the DC area. And these are all focused on different particular niches, be it platform skills, online marketing, helping CSPs learn from other more experienced CSPs, things like that. Really quick, some information about the organization. NSA, the National Speakers Association, which has now been rebranded, is the organization where, as speakers, you should be spending your time learning about NSA, learning about the speaking business, and things like that. If you're someone who's thinking about getting into the speaking business, I first of all always tell people that if you're just kind of getting off and running, look at the Toastmasters organization. I consider Toastmasters kind of the stepping stone to NSA. Toastmasters is a really good organization to learn from and practice your platform skills, your ums, your ahs, your pacing, how to split up a speech into a beginning, a middle, and an end, how to build momentum, how to build drama. But once you've graduated beyond that, once you've realized that you want to turn your speaking into literally a business, check out NSA. We are, I think I heard this time, we are somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 members strong. Have an annual conference every single year in some great city. And as you can tell, going to a conference is really hard work, as is evident for me sitting out here on the coast of San Diego, hanging out with my friends before our big banquet tonight. What else? Oh, I'm looking for some questions for you guys. So whether or not you're in the live Google Hangout or you're over on Facebook, please feel free to shoot me some questions. If you're not a member of the Facebook Speaker Online Marketing Group, also please go and join that. That should be facebook.com/groups/NSA Online Marketing. Let me go back and pull up a schedule real quick and tell you some of the other really good sessions that were here today, over the past 3 days, excuse me. Let me see. We're looking at the schedule for Wednesday. And by the way, do you hear those people talking over there? See, that's my friend. Oh, you can't see it. Here we go. That's my friend Allison Clark and Jared Meyer. And so look them up on Facebook sometime. They're pretty cool people. We're talking there about guy stuff. And I'm not going to talk about guy stuff. I was going to pull up the schedule here real quick and tell you about the really good sessions and the people you should consider following here. Okay, starting with the conference technically started on Monday. So let's see on Monday what was a really good session. Let me see. Getting published by the Big House Publishers was really good. That was by a lady named, it was just by Laura Stack, who used to be president of the NSA. I came to this conference with the primary purpose to learn more about publishing and getting a book out the door, which I keep saying I'm going to be doing. And I'm so busy helping other people with their marketing and their online skills that I never did a very good job of getting my own book out the door. So that was my one thing that I want to really learn how to do a really good job for this year. And I think I got some really good skills out of that. So that was the one I went to. That was one of the ones I went to on Monday. And then also I went to, this was the one, hold on just a second. My phone's, oh, okay, there's an Amber Alert in Huntington Beach, California. My phone was going off. Brain Tattoo, I didn't get a chance to make it to that one, by Karen Post. Yeah, I saw that too. That was bizarre. My phone was just going off the hook. By the way, keep talking really loud. I'm doing a live Google Hangout, and I want to hear all about everyone's talking about your guy trouble. Oh, I'm doing my own live Google Hangout from the group. Yeah, it's right now. I was talking about my good friend, Jared Meyer and Allison. Yeah, yeah. So that thing that you're talking about, where you like it, like right back here behind the knee. Yeah, everyone's like, hello. um, yeah. Whoops. Yeah. So please don't change into your tux behind me, because people are gonna get a free show they didn't pay for. Sorry about that. Anyways, I was looking through the schedule again to see which sessions I recommended. Oh, the one available wherever books are sold. I think I stepped into that one. That was pretty good, also by Amy Collins from New Shelves Distribution. So check her out if you're in the in the world of publishing, or you want to get learn about how to get your your book published. Is this really one that was really good? No, I'm trying to find the one from Lori Gale to tell you guys about that one. Inside the Bureau Studio, telling most compelling stories. Sorry, my phone's still blowing up with that Amber Alert. There's an Amber Alert in the area. So let me go back to, so that was Monday. Let me go back to Tuesday and see what sessions were really good and the people I would recommend you follow. Oh, this is a really good one by Jay Baer, Jaybaer, who's I'm lucky to call a friend of mine. He did a session called Speaker as a Media Company, How to Attract Audience, Dominate Your Domain, and Unlock Hidden Revenue Streams. One of the key points that Jay brings up when he talks about being a speaker or building a platform, Jay talks about the fact that every speaker now, really to succeed, needs to be a media company. And what does that mean? Well, it means you need to think beyond just speaking on the platform and getting off. To be your own media company, and be constantly producing different types of media, be it live video like I'm doing here, be it recorded video, which I can do from this Google Hangout, or I can do from my own little TV studio right here in my pocket, or from my professional camera back at the home, or podcasting, or book writing. You need to be someone who produces content in multiple formats. And it's going to get kind of daunting, I can tell you that right now, which is why I attended another session from another friend of mine named Chris Ducker, CHRIS, Ducker.com is his website, and that's also his Twitter account. He ran a session on virtual assistants, how to set up your virtual assistant live. So those were probably two of the key ones that were really good to attend if you wanted to make sure that your business was multifaceted and that you are building a platform, which is what we are called now. And I'm sure, Dean, you're watching this and you're pretty familiar with how this works. Oh, hold on just for a second. Let me get you. Hold on for a second. Someone's asking for the link to the Hangout. Let me get that for them. So anyway, so that's what Jay Barr was talking about, and the reason it was good to go to Chris Ducker's session afterwards is that Chris talked about how to use a virtual assistant to accomplish all of this stuff, because most of us as entrepreneurs are don't have a lot of time to do a lot of stuff, and so those were two really good sessions to attend. Also, the one by Jay Barr, Jaybaer, excuse me, and the one by Chris Ducker. So those were two sessions. I tried to pop into both of those also. I sat through all of Chris's sessions, and he gave some good handouts, some good links. Two links on his site that I would recommend if you're someone that wants to eventually get a virtual assistant to help you out with your business are chrisducker.com/101 and chrisducker.com/25tips, I think, was the other one that he sent out. Let me double check that for you just to be sure. chrisducker.com/25tasks, excuse me. So chrisducker/101, and Chris Ducker with slash 101 and Chris Ducker slash 25 tips. So check a look at those also. Let me see. Dean posted a comment in here. Dean, love Tony Newman. Don't confuse value with vanity. Very good point. Yeah, Tony Newman was another great speaker. She came out of Canada, and she did just a really good job of what she talked about. And it was even funny. I don't know if you guys saw the follow-up session where somebody kind of mocked her afterwards, but it was a really good mocking episode also. So, so those two sessions were also good. I'm trying to think of what else would have been really good for you guys to learn about. Please, and by the way, if you have any questions about NSA or about the career of public speaking, please shoot those to me on Facebook, and I would love to answer those right now. Hold on, I'm just checking here to see who else has questions. Hold on, I've got input coming in from all different directions, different chats, different Facebooks, things like that. I'm just trying to make sure I get everything handled so nobody gets left out. Let me see here. Okay, let me get back here to the live Q&A side of things. Let's go back over here to Facebook. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that I've got all those windows open. I'm a one-man recording studio, which is what you get in solo entrepreneur all the time. I don't have someone watching the live stream. I don't have someone watching Twitter. So I'm just trying to make sure that all of it gets covered and I don't lose anybody or any of their wishes or desires. Probably the main thing that I came for the book is the one that was still one of my main takeaways from the conference is if you haven't written a book, man, please get on writing a book. That's something I'm really behind on, even though I've been speaking for a long time. And Dean, I'd like your opinion on this in that same Facebook conversation that we're having. And don't look at a book as a profit center. A lot of people do that, and I'm just going to tell you nowadays that books are not huge profit centers unless you're able to sell a ton at once, like you get some, goodness gracious, my phone's blowing up. Unless you get something like somebody orders like 200 books. Books, in my opinion, and I've heard this from people over and over and over again, is books in general tend to be, hey, Jay McClary, thanks, dude, I appreciate that. Books tend to be a little bit of a loss leader, but what books are really good at are in lead generation. They help you get speaking gigs because this meeting planner can walk into, your agent or someone, or even you can walk into a meeting planner and say, here, you want to hire Patrick Allmond. By the way, he's written 5 books, one of them being a New York Times bestseller. What was I going to say? Oh, and so it just gives you validation. It shows thought leadership. And for me, that's a really big part of what I want to accomplish as a speaker, because I want to be recognized as a thought leader. I want to be branded with certain words, so when people think of those words, they're like, oh, that's Patrick, or we should hire Patrick for our event, because he owns that word. And so that's what I'm trying to get to the point in my career, is where I own certain words, so I would just become the default de facto person for the speaker for those words. And another benefit of that is the fact that I don't have to worry about SEO at that point. Hold on, answering someone's question. So let me see what else did I have at the conference. Virtual assistants, that one's also one that's always kind of nagging me that I really need to work on better, is the fact that I do have a fairly small staff and they're all contractors. I don't outsource enough. And I've come to the conclusion a while back that there are only a very small or very few things that I need to be doing in my business. Closing high-stakes business and doing marketing for the high-stakes business. And just about everything else I can outsource to somebody else. And Chris Ducker had some really good handouts, and again, I'll see if I can get those also and get him to put those in the file area about how to basically set up your virtual assistant live So you have like one master virtual assistant who's like the project manager or the coordinator for all the other virtual assistants. And they also talked about ways how to organize your virtual assistants, because you might have some that are task-based, some that are role-based, and some that I think are project-based. So 3 different ways they gave it, and that's how I took my notes there. So these are people that I would really recommend you follow. Like I said, it was Chris Ducker was a good one, Lori Guest was a good one, and there were plenty of good sessions. But something else I've also learned a while after going to a conference is a lot of times they repeat the same topics over and over and over. And so if I went to a particular topic one year, and like social media, for example, if you know me, you know what, I can hold my own on social media. So I won't ever attend a social media session. And let's see what else. I usually attend the sessions on branding things, authoring, things like that. It looks like I'm not getting too many questions, and I want this to be a really quick hangout. By the way, it should be a hangout on air, to where it's being recorded, and you guys can pull it up and replay it later as long as I share the link. I've gotten a couple of viewers here and there, but another point here was just showing you how easy it is to do live Google Hangouts. And my viewership has fluctuated somewhere between 0 viewers and 5 viewers, but I really wasn't concerned about the live part, because if I did this right, and this is a Google Hangout on air, this is going to be recorded, and this is going to be footage for my marketing that can live over and over and over and over. It's never going to go anyplace. So if you're not someone who's into online video, that's another big part of my marketing that I'm working more on. I would encourage you to find the resources so you can do more and better online video. I'm constantly buying hardware and software to make better videos, and I just invested a good chunk of money in a really good camera. I had a really good microphone for several years, and that was something else I can put a morning session. I did a morning session this morning at 7:30. Why in the world somebody would schedule a 7:30 morning session for me? I mean, don't they know me? Don't they know how late I network and I socialize? That was ridiculous. But somehow I managed to go to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning, woke up at 5:30 or 6 or 6:30, something like that, and went down and conducted an hour-long session on online marketing. And the main topic there was online video. And there were Cherie Alexander, who I consider a very dear friend of mine, Phil Gerbyshak, who's a brilliant man, and we talked about this kind of stuff. And Cherie gave some really good examples of how the fact that she just kept holding off and holding off and holding off on doing online video and webinars. And once she started doing it, once she got in the habit of it, once she realized that the magic phrase "done is better than perfect," she got a lot more comfortable with it, and she's now using it very effectively in her business. So if you want to see some good examples of what I'm talking about, go follow Cherie Alexander, S-H-A-R-I, Alexander, just like it's spelled. And you'll see some great examples of someone doing some amateur online video who's doing, it's not a high-quality studio, it's not the best microphone, but she's doing it. And done is better than perfect. Write that down and put that as a sticky note by your desk someplace. Done is better than perfect. Don't wait to write the perfect book. Don't wait to have the perfect website. Don't wait to have the perfect video with the perfect microphone. Get it done. Please remember that for the video side, you have a video studio in your hand wherever you go. Whether you have an iPhone or you have an Android Galaxy like I do, woot woot. These things do incredible videos nowadays. And it's very easy for me to sit here, for example, out here on the patio and record video, and then from my phone directly upload it to YouTube, and then use that in my marketing, use that in my video series. I could very easily do a 5-part video series on prosperity and wealth and do them all out here, from my phone with my phone facing me. And then in the background, I'd have a great background because I would have all broadcasting from Michael Hyatt. And wait, I don't know if you can see it, but the Midway, that's the Midway right over there in the background. Can you guys see that? That's a U.S. aircraft carrier Midway. If there are no more questions or no more particular areas, this is meant to be a really quick Google Hangout. We've reached the time, 5:59. For you guys that did tune in and watch, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Dean Hankey, you made an offer once for me to give you a call sometime about event planning and promotion and management, and I'm going to take you up on that offer sometime. And by the way, please follow my friend Dean Hankey, DeanHankey sometime. He puts out some very brilliant stuff. He lives to serve. He lives the word. He preaches the word, and he lives the word. very authentic, and I can't wait to meet him someday. But he's a guy that's killing it when it comes to the entertainment world and magic and event promotion. And he doesn't know, but he's kind of like my little mentor, and I watch him there. Some other people I said to follow are Lori Guest was really good. Chris Ducker was really good. Of course, follow me all over the area. Patrick Allmond on social media. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr. I think my Tumblr is patrickallmond.tumblr.com. I'm looking for some more followers there. My Twitter followers, I'm doing a pretty good job on Facebook. If you're not in the Speaker Online Marketing Group, search for Speaker Online Marketing Group and join it, and then DM me, and I will approve you ASAP. That's my group of 1,700 and blowing up every single day. It's not uncommon for me to get 10 to 20 people wanting to join that thing a day. I crank out a lot of good tips in there, and I keep it very, very spam-free. I'm going to check one more comment here from my friend Dean Hankey and see what he has to say. It's probably brilliant. Everything he says is probably brilliant. Relationships is totally where it's at and easier than typing with zillions times more impact. Yeah, Dean's right. You know what? You can't beat a video. If you read one of my blog posts, like at stopdoingnothing.com, wink, wink, or allaboutfocus.com, but I prefer stopdoingnothing.com. You really can't get an idea of my emotion, my tonality, my mood when I write those things. When you watch me on video, and I've been told a lot that video is my best medium, you get to see me emote, you can see my hands move, you can see whether I'm in a good mood or a bad mood, whether my voice is going out, or whether I'm tired, which I am after several days. So get in that world of online video. I'm going to leave you with that tip. The time is now 6:01. As you can see, my friend Allison is looking Trey hot. Hey. So, no, you're not too loud at all. But they want to pay me $25 for every time I show her on the screen. So, my friend Allison and Trey hot and Jared Myers over there. He's always good looking. You been working out?
No.
No?
Just eating well.
So, that was a hint. Jared, you should work out. Megan? Need to meet more. Okay. So those two are really smart. You might check those two out online also. I'm going to leave you with this. Do more online video. Now it's 6:01 p.m. We have a banquet here in about 15 minutes, which means I have to shut down the live stream, make sure it gets published to Google Hangouts on my YouTube channel, and then I have to go upstairs and change from a t-shirt and jeans into my formal outfit for the night. So I'm going to do that whole jump in the photo booth thing. Head to toe, suit, tie, good shoes, and everything. Thank you. I appreciate you. And for those of you that are watching this recording, you know what, the content's just as good second or third time around. Don't be worried about that you didn't miss it, that you didn't get it live. If you have any questions about me, please put them over in the Speaker Online Marketing Group, like Dean's been doing. Dean's been sharing some information there. I appreciate that you having you as an audience and as a tribe, and let me know if I could ever do anything to help you excel your speaking business. This is Patrick Allmond broadcasting live from the San Diego NSA. Oh, got you there. The NSA Platform Conference 2014. You'll see me more online. Take care. God bless all of you, and I'll talk to you again soon.